Memorial Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Play action, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Down past the 40, and finally down at the 41-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
41, a gain of 16 yards.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
It was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Colts' 14-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Gain of a yard. They go play fake. Mahomes. That is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Number 88.
From 13 yards out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. That touchdown certainly a welcome sight. Remember, they were shut out last week. They talked to us about getting early momentum. Well, here you go in the opening quarter.
Got to rebuild confidence, because when you get shut out, I don't care how strong you are mentally, you've got to take a step back and say, okay, what just happened here? Because nothing that we were doing worked well enough to get into the end zone, and that's a nice confidence-building drive, one that puts it in the end zone to give them an opportunity.
25-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. He'll have a first down past the 40. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20.
The greatest show on earth.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Colts 7.
McCann's got it teed up. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Weaver. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yards.
Okay.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. On first down, Hampton. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Give him 16 yards on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Now, we had the fumble last week. Now, here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 33. 23 yards the pickup there. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. They'll roll him out right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And 8.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Colts 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Well, only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the Chiefs' 43-yard.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On third down, here's Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. They'll set up to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Nyheim Hines as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Chiefs 28, Colts 7. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up around the 31. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
At the 23-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get, and you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as a fair catch, a signal for and taken. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's out to the left and complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Brought down by Emmanuel Mosley. 2 yards on the pickup.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
They're 49 yards.
He sets to fire deep. And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And they give this time to the tailback. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Brought down at his own 8-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hampton. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Now a handoff looking right. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
The ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. He's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
14 yards there on the pickup, and the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. And for one of the first times all night, he's going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Back now here on EA Sports. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Hines. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Kansas City touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Colts 10.
McCann's got it teed up. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up near the 42. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of a yard on the play.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Well, I think the Colts got this. They did. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 2nd and 11. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Number 84. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down. Right back to him on first down. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
He's brought down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
And 3.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line. And obviously they want that run yardage, so they decline the penalty.
No doubt about it. Smart on their part. They finished off the play. But if you're going to jump, if you're going to commit a penalty, it's your job to finish off the play so you don't give up big gains like that.
Here's Hines. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Mahomes going to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. And this time will be intercepted. Picked up for the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, you wonder...